All right, folks. Well, thanks for plugging in one more time. The last time we were together, which was just a few days ago, we talked about um, Art's blood thinners, the Coumadin, or as some of you may know it as warfarin, and how the doctor, in less than 30 days, lowered his dosage, which was in itself pretty spectacular. But today we're going to be talking about other things such as his arthritis, headaches, his back, and his joint pains, and how Emulin has made an impressive on his lifestyle dealing with those four factors. So Art, we're still just within, or maybe, I guess, a day over the 30-day period. Tell us how Emulin has touched on your arthritis and the headaches and your joint pains and your back pains that you've been dealing with for quite some time now.
Well, first of all, I want to explain to you that all three of those were battling to see which one would be more painful to me, which was the headache, the arthritis. I just wanted to cut my arms off and hang them on the wall.
Love it.
And my arthritis in the joints, anybody who has RA, God bless them.
Yeah.
But it got to the point so bad that I fell into a deep depression.
Geez, can imagine.
And when I started Emulin, I was doubtful, just like anything else, but I actually, like the last conversation, on the third day, I didn't medicate.
Yeah.
And I medicate to Band-Aid my pain. The downfall of that is that, I'm battling vertigo and dizzy spills. So it wasn't good to be on the cannabis. So it was like, damn if I do, damn if I don't. But February 13th, February 13th, I believe, that's exactly right. My pain level went from 7, which I started on January 28th. I wrote that down.
Mm-hmm.
And on the 13th, I was down to a 2-3.
Wow, that's amazing, man. That is amazing. We're talking about a couple of weeks,
Yeah, a couple of weeks, exactly.
People have to grasp this and realize that if they're in that kind of pain level, just to even imagine taking a supplement like Emulin, that they could possibly lower that level of pain down to where you are at, that's a blessing in itself. That's just amazing.
Yes. The next time I have it on February 23rd, I went to my doctor's, matter of fact. And they asked me for my pain level, like they do always.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a 1-2.
Oh, geez.
It's unbelievable.
That is.
It's unbelievable. And I'm talking about cortisone shots. I'm not talking about chemo infusion for my lupus.
Mm-hmm.
And actually walked in, with a cane, with a smile on my face.
Yeah.
I wrote it down on the 16th. I wrote down lots of energy, and I felt like a new person.
Oh, yeah.
Now, to me, that's huge.
Yes.
Yes, that is very huge, and it's very exciting. I'm very, very grateful for you introducing me to this because, all I'm going to do is share.
Well, I needed to share this with you, because I know how long and how life-threatening this was and has been for you. And so when I started reading all the testimonials and the scientists behind it and all the good stuff that I was hearing, you really came to mind. I said, I got to get this into his hands. Even if it works 50% of what people are saying, that's that's a gift, you know. Nobody
Yeah.
nobody wants to deal with any kind of arthritic pain, back pain, headaches. Now, were your headaches like the migraine kind of headaches?
Uh, the chronic headaches was daily.
Okay.
I'd wake up and daily be struggling with headaches.
Wow.
And, for me, the sun would make it even worse. So I was like,
Okay.
dark glasses on. But my migraines were non-functioning. And usually I get hospitalization because I get photosensitive.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
Sound, the pillow, the air, it's just, I don't recommend those migraines to anybody.
Oh, no. Now, your joint pains, what can you do now that you weren't able to do before, such as, did it affect your wrists? Were you not able to elevate your arms at a certain height? Give us a little more detail on that.
Okay. When I'd hug my wife,
Mm-hmm.
I would squint
Oh, boy.
because I'd lift my arms higher than the level of my shoulders.
Yeah.
Watching TV just to put my arm around her probably took like 5 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
And those 5 minutes were, very painful.
Oh.
Today, honestly, I feel like I can ref a football game, put my arms up and keep them up all through the game. That's as crazy as it sounds. It's very true.
Oh,
And,
no.
it's just, reaching, opening the fridge.
Yeah.
Opening the fridge was very painful.
Well,
I had to reach.
those little things that we just take for granted are such a challenge when you're going through what you went through.
Yeah, and writing things down. Writing it down when it happens, I think is the greatest for me because you're right. I didn't take anything for granted because I was in a lot of pain. But
Yeah.
now that I'm not, there's so many things that I can write down that are happening to me. It's crazy.
And that's why I wanted you to write down every little detail, because when it's gone, it's kind of out of mind. And then, it could be weeks before you realize, hey, wait a minute, I don't have this anymore. You see? And
Right.
we'll forget all those little things. So it's good to write them all down so that we can document it, so that we can see it ourselves that is Emulin working or isn't it working. When you see it on paper, you know it's working. And at that point that you can share it with other people with so much surety because you documented it. And you're doing a good job too, man. I like that.
Yeah, it's important to me because it's my health. It's my life being.
Exactly.
One thing I wanted to mention to you is
Mm-hmm.
that I was offered, you can imagine how many products were offered to me, and it was exhausting to me because I've tried a lot of things. And, but my pain was so bad that that's what made me call you and ask you whatever it is you have that you were telling me about months back. Let's try it. Because I honestly, Juan, I gave up on life.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And I was hospitalized for it too. So it's, man, emotional roller coaster. That's all I can say.
Well, you've been part of our lives for a long time, buddy, and we don't want you to give up. There's so much out there that you haven't tapped on, and you know that. And I think the fact that you're at this level now of your lupus, I think your eyes are really popping out, and you're realizing, oh yeah, man, there's no way I'm going to give up now.
I can't tell you. Let's just go by age. I remember when I was 20 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and I know I need to take it easy and stuff like that, but I feel like when I was 20 years old.
Fantastic. That is fantastic. No, I love it. And it does make you feel that way.
Yeah. And I have a scooter. I have wheelchair. I have a walker.
Yeah.
I have all these assisted things that I need, a shower chair,
The cane.
a stool chair.
Yeah.
Last February, I was in the hospital the whole month.
God almighty.
And the doctor looked at me and said, I'm not going to walk again.
Jeez.
And, you've known me. I don't listen to nobody, man. I'm a fighter.
Yeah, you are.
But fighting, it's not easy. It's very true when somebody says, I don't feel like I can continue.
Yeah. No, I know a lot of people just give up. Living in pain at that level, nobody wants to continue. It's not fun. There's no life,
Yeah. And
So-
I know I'm not alone.
Yeah.
There's people out there living with their pain.
Yes. I don't see how they do it, but you're right. They're out there living with a lot of pain.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that, from whatever, it doesn't matter. They don't have to have a disease. They know a lot of women with tendonitis,
Yeah.
It's like, my brother has tendonitis, and it's painful.
Yeah, it ruins your life,
It honestly does.
Well, that's really good information. I hope people grasp it. I hope they share it. I hope they tell everybody. A lot of the times I think we kind of shy back and not share things with people, even though we want to, even though we know it's going to help them, but we kind of just shy. But we got to get over that hump. We got to just keep pushing it. The worst thing you're going to say is no thanks, or I'm not interested. But
Very much.
But for the ones that reach a point where they'll try it, boy, do they have some good things in store coming their way.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait to share it. I can't wait to hear all the good news.
Exactly.
Believe me, I'm not going to forget how much pain I was in. It's too much.
Well, we're all glad you're at this level now, and we still got a few things to get checked on you too, as far as some other good stuff that's been happening to you. But we'll cover that on the next call. I think on the next call we may even touch your little visit to chemo, and we'll tell everybody the protocol with Emulin. That way, if they have any questions, concerns, they can listen to the audio and get the protocol that we were told to by the doctors that invented Emulin, and that way they can follow the same suit. So, Art, like always, thanks a lot for your time.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, and we'll see everybody next time around.